Let's get along, there's nothing here to do. Let's go find a rainbow. I could be wrong, but what am I to do? Guess God thinks I'm Abel. Hey guys, welcome to another guitar tutorial. Today we're doing a song by Oasis called Guess God Thinks I'm Abel. And this is from their Don't Believe the Truth album, all the way back in 2005, I think. So yeah, it's quite an old one, and it's not really one of their most popular either, but I quite like it, and it's really nice on acoustic. And it's especially cool because Liam Gallagher wrote this, which is a rarity in Oasis, as you know, Noel writes most of the songs. So yeah, it's a great song to learn. Yeah, so the song is in standard tuning, and you want to have the capo on the 4th fret if you want to match the recording, okay? So there's like an intro section, which is the same as the verse. Then there's like a pre-chorus, and then there's a chorus, okay? And then there's like a very small outro section. And the song doesn't really loop. It sort of just plays those sections in that order, and the song ends, okay? So it's a relatively short song as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so we'll start with the intro, and it sounds like this. Okay, so all that is you want to put a finger on the 5th fret on the D string, and then a finger on the 5th fret of the B string, okay? So it's basically an A7 shape that you'd usually have on the 2nd fret, but it's on the 5th. And that's all it is, and that's the first chord. And the second chord is similar, but you just want to remove your finger from the B string on the 5th to the 3rd fret, okay? So it's 0, 0, 5, 0, 3, 0, okay? So, and then the next chord is 7th fret, but that same shape as the first chord, okay? So 0, 0, 7, 0, 7, 0. So 7th fret on the D string and on the B. And then the final chord is again the same pattern, but you want to remove your finger from the B string on the 7th fret to the 5th fret. Okay, so it's like this. Yeah, that's literally it. And that repeats into the verse as well, which is exactly the same as the intro, but obviously with lyrics. Okay, so, and I'll show you the strumming pattern for this too. So all it is, you can get a little bit fancy with it if you want, but the fundamental strumming pattern is basically just up, down, up, down, up, down, okay? And what you want to do on the down, you want to sort of chug the top open strings, and then on the way up, you want to make sure you get the high strings, okay? And the rest doesn't really matter. You can sort of miss the middle strings, but it doesn't really matter too much. As long as you get that motion going, it will sound good, okay? So it's like, okay? That's literally all it is. It's just, if you're doing it more simply, it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. When you get more advanced, you can sort of miss out some up strums and make it sound a little bit more fancy, but I wouldn't worry about that at the moment. Okay, so it sounds brilliant if you just get that strumming pattern going. Okay, so the next section is the pre-chorus, and it goes like this. Let's get along, there's nothing here to do. Let's go find a rainbow. I could be wrong, but what am I to do? Guess God thinks I'm Abel. Okay, so to play that pre-chorus, you start with an E minor chord. and that is 2nd fret on the A string and D strings. Then the next chord is a G major, which is 3rd fret on the low E, B string and high E strings, and then 2nd fret on the A string. So you have, and then you go to an A7 chord, which is 2nd fret on the D string and 2nd fret on the B. And it's that same shape as you played in the verse on the 5th fret and 7th fret. It's just slid down to the 2nd fret, okay? So it's... That's all it is. So you play 2 beats on the E, 2 beats on the G, and then 4 on the A7. That's literally it, okay? And then you go into the chorus. Okay, so the next section is the chorus, and it sounds like this. No one can take us, no one can break us if they try. No one can take us, no one can break us if they try. Okay, and I think it's played one more time actually, but you get the hang of it. So all that is a G major, as I showed you before, and then you go to a D sus2, so that's 2nd fret on the G string and then 3rd fret on the B, and then back to that A7 chord that I showed you earlier. So and then halfway through that you can hammer on or push on to the 3rd fret of the B string if you want to add that note to it. So yeah, and you just repeat that chord progression I think 3 times. I showed you twice, but I think you do it 3 times, and then you go into the outro. Okay, so the outro just sounds like this. Come along, let's make it tonight. All that is an A major, so very similar to the A7, but you're pressing all of the strings for the A chord, so that would be 2nd fret on the D, G and B strings, okay? So A major, then that G major, then either D sus2, I think it's D major actually, so I would say let's do D major, yeah. You can try it out. You can either do the D sus2 that I just showed you, or this D major, which is 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, and then 2nd fret on the high E. I think it is D major actually. And then it's back to that A major. Okay, so and you can sort of pull off that D major into a D sus2 if you want. So okay, so that's literally the whole song. So yeah, hopefully that helped, and I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching.